I'm on the frozen out because I'm still looking for Lil Dicky.
I love him. He's so funny. All right. See who comes in the room. Let's see who joins us tonight. Hello, hello. Do, 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 do. We're going to have some fun today. Hello. Hey. Hi, Too Hot for You. Hi, Black Karma. Hi, baby. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Roberto. How are you guys today? So, we're going to talk about magical wands. That's something that I will say, growing up, I've really never seen my grandmother use a magical wand. I don't think I've ever even seen her hold anything. Let me think. No. But I do know that once I started doing my magic more, I noticed that I had gotten a long cellulite. This one was about that long. It was really long. And I had dropped it, and a piece of it, that other piece had broken off. Either way, I had had a long piece of cellulite, and when I would do my magic and I will point it certain places, I will notice energy channeling through the wand. So I started investigating them because during that time, I tell all of y'all, when your magic, let's say you're doing candle magic and that's all you've been doing, and the candle magic all of a sudden stopped working, it's not because you're not doing good spell work. It's because your spirit guides are ready for you to try another way of doing magic. So what I started incorporating is my wand. So this is like the first thing I ever used as a wand, and it's my long cellulite stick. And sometimes I still use it. Most of the time now I'll just place it next to a spell or use it to charge items. But This is my first one. Now, the wands are something that actually in biblical, in a lot of medieval times, and even with the, is there a problem, baby? Oh, I love you too, baby. Thank you. Um, Even in the medieval times or the Roman times, they will all have some type of chalice or staff. In the tarot cards, these wands are what you're channeling your energy. These are representing your energy and you channeling it out. So when we are kings and queens, or they'll always have that staff, and that is to channel. Or if y'all ever watch the Lord of the Rings, Vandalf will have that staff, and that will help him channel his energy and shoot his energy out to be able to create or manipulate energy around you. Okay, so the wands are actually very, very helpful in your spell work if you know how to use them properly. Okay, so you can make a wand out of anything. I prefer natural products, but it really don't matter as long as you're channeling the energy and you've put the energy into the wand yourself. So it has to represent you. Okay, your wand can come from a tree branch, from a very special tree in your yard, or you can just go buy some wood from Home Depot. If you want to do that, go buy like some wood about this thick, and make sure it's going to be straight, and boom, have them cut it down for you, and you can make yourself a wand out of that. When I took my daughter to Disney World when she was like a couple years ago, I took the kids, during COVID, we were feeling like extra confined. So I took the kids on our first little trip. And in Harry Potter land, Harry Potter, they talk about how the wand chooses you and all of that type of stuff. So we had a great time in Harry Potter land, my baby and I. And we got these wands. This one's mine, which is really, really nice. I love this wand. And this one's my baby's own. So I keep them because she'll play with them, and then I don't want them to get break. So like I'm planning on keeping them forever. But they work really, really nice. I don't really use them outside of like playing with my daughter. Hi, spiritual assassin. But nonetheless, you can use them in your magic if you have one. It doesn't have, and these are like a heavy plastic, so it doesn't have to be anything that don't get too wrapped up in whatever it's made out of. Get wrapped up into the energy that it's the energy that you're putting into it and that you're shooting out. Get into how to use the wand. Okay, now I'm gonna show y'all how to make a wand later. Today we're going to talk about just the different uses of the wands. Okay, so you can make it yourself. So basically, one of my favorite ways to use the wand is if I am, and this is something I would actually do, like if I'm going into a really nice furniture store and I see some things that I want, I pick my refrigerator out this way, I pick my washer and dryer out this way, and this is what I will do. I will walk into Lowe's or wherever I'm shopping at that day, and I will look at the item and I will point at the item and I will say, that is my washer and dryer. Like I will point at it. That is my washer and dryer. But when you see something that you really, really, really want, it's like your energy is hype. Like you want to really push that energy into it. You want to point out anything, and your finger, if let's say you forget your wand, you can still use your finger and project that energy. Right side, guys. Your right side is your masculine side. You want to be pushing the energy out. Now, if you're left-handed, then you can use whatever hand you bring money, you accept things from. Okay, so if you're normally accepting things with your left hand, then point with your left hand. But your right hand is where I would prefer for you to use, because it's your masculine side, which is the side that's projecting the energy. So we're going to point and just speak out what you want. And you may, if you're in a, a lot of people there, you may not want to speak it out, but you still have to point it out. You want to be specific. If somebody, and it can be with anything, it can be, this room will be clean, or this room is clean. And you will notice that for some reason the room gets clean. It'll be the kids come, somebody will just walk in and clean it. If you're living by yourself, you'll just notice that little minor things that you'll do. You'll get the energy to just bust it open. Okay, so then you'll use your left side. Now, in your spell work, that's just like walking around, driving around. If there's anything you see, if there's anything you want to project that energy. And you can practice with just your finger, using your finger as a wand, and I know it looks funny, but you want to project that energy out, shoot that energy out. Like how Vandolph used to do, he will point his staff and shoot the energy out. You see what I'm saying? And that's what you want. Okay. So these are very, very powerful tools, especially if you're using one that you've made or that is very sentimental to you. Okay. That's the key to it. It's something that is sentimental to you. For the kitchen witches, what I do know is that you can, for your spoons, you can use your spoons as your wands, your wooden spoons, and whatever you're mixing your food with, that then you can put the intentions of love and health into the food, happiness and gratitude into the food. And on your kitchen spoons, you can put the certain sigils, burn them in. Don't write them with a marker. You want to get one of those burn things, some burning pens, welding pens or whatever it is, and you just want to burn that in to the wooden spoon, just to kind of give you symbols and stuff like that. Now, in all of your wands, you want to put things that are meaningful: crystals, gems, sigils. If you're not going to use it for cooking and things like that, if it's not going to be like for the kitchen witches, then you want to carve it into your wand. Now, I wouldn't suggest you carve into one of these, but if you have like a wooden one, you'll want to carve in whatever, and you don't have to scrape off all of this. You know what I mean? You want to get these pieces. And this branch right here came from the Smile Herb Shop in, I forgot what part of Maryland it is in, but it's called the Smile Herb Shop. He was taking the tree down, and I asked him, could I have a branch? And he handed me a branch, and he told me the name of the tree. I don't remember it right now, but it does pop in my head at times, and I'm gonna write it down the next time it does. But he told me the name of it, and all I thought was, I'm gonna take this and make me a wand. And I never did. It's been like 3 or 4 years, to be honest with you, that I've had this. But what I have it like this because I want y'all to know that when y'all get a branch off of a tree, let's say, because the Smile Herb Shop, I knew that when they planted this tree, and it was like a bush in front of their home that they were just breaking down. When they planted it, it was with love and with happiness and to bring abundance into the business. Okay. So I genuinely just leave it just to do the same thing for the energy that it has on it. But if you go and just get a regular branch, first of all, you want it to be straighter. You don't want it to be all crooked like mine. Okay. You want to break it one time. So if you see a branch that you like hang off the tree, one snap. Don't be yanking and all of that. No, boom. Okay. And take that straight branch. You can rinse it off, and just in case it has any pollen or anything on there, if the weather's bad. But you don't have to cut all of the bark off of the branch. I like it. I like natural stuff. So, but if you want to, you're more than welcome to. When you go to Home Depot, it's going to be just straight wood, and that's it. Now, it doesn't have to be a specific type of wood, but I prefer things like oak or whatever tree means a lot to you is the main thing. Okay. And if, let's say, it doesn't matter the tree, you just want a piece of wood, then just thank the tree for allowing you to have the branch off of it for you to use as an energy source. Remember, trees are like true energy. They pull in the energy. So if you're going to use the branch, it's going to take your energy and project it. Okay, because let's say you're crying and you go hug a tree, that you will feel your energy go into the tree, literally. All right. Hi, Lady J. Hey, Courtney. Hey, baby. So, yes. Okay, so you don't have to remove the bark off the tree branch, but you do want to kind of sand down any little extra things like this. You might want to break, take something and cut those off and kind of just sand those down. Okay. And crystals, I've seen people take that gold wire and wrap around theirs to attach certain crystals and gemstones and anything. I've seen people take a selenite stick and add it to the stem of the uh, wooden stick and wrap the gold wire around that. I've seen people take hot glue and glue things on it and still use the gold wire, and it'll be a plastic stick. So it's all, you can make your own if you want to. As far as clay, I've seen people make clay ones, where you can just go buy the Dollar Tree clay. They sell it in Dollar Tree, and roll it out, and you make sure you get the appropriate color. You don't want, wild and goofy shit. You know what I mean? Try to get something that goes with whatever you're trying to manifest. You see what I'm saying? And you roll it out, and then you can press some of the stones into the clay and see how that dries. I've never done that before, but I have seen people make wands out of any and everything, and that have been like my students or colleagues of mine. Just period. Like when I go into certain botanicas, because I go into different types of spiritual metaphysical shops. So I'll go into a botanica to get my witchy items, but sometimes I'll go into this metaphysical shop, and they're more of Wiccan. So that's when you'll notice the wands and things like that they're shooting the energy with. Okay. So the Wiccans and the pagans and all of them, I love that metaphysical shop. It's so beautiful. But they will have wands there where it's a tree branch with the, you know what I mean, with the selenite attached and a lot of crystals attached. So you can use wands in a bunch of different ways. Okay. And remember, for you cookers, the kitchen witches, your wand is your spoon. So make sure that you take care of it, that it stays precious to you, and you only use it with the intention. You don't want to ever do bad magic with that wand, especially if you have certain sigils and things like that on there. And be healthy with your kitchen witch spoons. That's another thing I wanted to stress with you guys. Now, yes. So if you Lady J asks, let me post that up. If you use clay, can you let it dry and seal with resin? You sure can. The thing about resins, though, is that they don't go well with water. Okay. So if anything, let's say, because what's going to happen is, and make sure you wear gloves with that too. If anything has any type of water in it, as far as the clay hasn't fully hardened, or make sure you're using everything like oil based, is basically what I'm trying to say. You don't want to use, because your resins, you can, yes, you can. And I want you to, and that's all I'm gonna say, because it's gonna be, it's not going to be hard. It's actually a beautiful thing to do it that way. Just don't have any water. Like, make sure nothing has water in it. Even if you're using any type of alcohol or something like that, make sure it's no water in that, because it's going to mess up the resin. Okay, the resin, it's going to make the resin tacky and it won't dry right. It'll be like tacky and like bumpy. It won't dry properly is what I'm trying to say. Okay? But yes, you can definitely use a resin on top of the clay. Yes, ma'am. And what I like about the clay is that you can manipulate it however you want. You can put the colors. Let's say you want to use the 7 colors. You see what I'm saying? And you want to have the 7 African powers or the 7 deities or all of that. You can do all of that. And with the clay, you can manipulate it even more with certain powders or certain things. So you can be as creative as you want, to be honest with you. All right. Now, another way that I like to use it, not just walking around pointing it at things, and I've done, not purposely being mean, but I remember one time a person had cut me off on the road. And I know this sounds terrible. I didn't expect for it to happen. I'm gonna be honest. I was just like, I literally was just like, you need to be on the side of the road. That's what I said to the person. And their car literally just moved to the side of the road and stopped. It was 2 men in a pickup truck, but they were like driving belligerently and cut me off. And I was like, you need to be moved on the side of the road. And I just said, you need to be on the side of the road. And boom, like within seconds, they were pulling over. And I was like, okay, because they were speeding down the highway, like cutting in and out of traffic. I was like, what the hell is going on with these people? Them 2 men. Anyway, and wasn't no police chasing them or nothing. I don't know why they were driving. You know how some people just be acting wild and foolish. Anyway, so you can do it for good stuff and bad stuff. Now, in your spell work, one of my favorite ways to do my wands, use my wands, right here, my Jupiter oil. What we'll do, we'll channel the energy. You know how I will tell you to take the incense and go around the spell? You can take your wand and go around the spell, go around your cauldron as you're making your oils. When you're making your powders, use that to use your wand to charge your powders. Okay. Who is that? Who is that? I'm sorry, guys. Okay, go ahead. Upstairs. Yes, thank you. My baby. I'm the one that need to be finished working by 3:30, so they say, because that's when, if I'm gonna have the house to be quiet. Hi, Lily. Well, you can watch the replay, baby. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. But anyway, if you're channeling your energy to your spell work, you want to just go around clockwise or counterclockwise. Y'all know, depending on what you're doing and what you're bringing in or whatever you're trying to manifest. Okay. But that's another way you want to use it in your spell work. A lot of people use it for a lot of people use it for what else do people, we just use it for everything. Let's say we're trying to make a decision. We'll move, we'll channel our energy into the one, help us make decisions like, doggy, will you please step in or out? Step out. It's that type of stuff, those little kiddie games that we will play. But no, really, like this is a very, very powerful tool to like just channel your energy. And that's what it's about. Your energy going into this wand and then projecting out into an object. Okay, to manipulate the energy, to manifest something with the energy, but it's definitely to manipulate something or change something. And they're wonderful. I love them. Now, this is not my normal go-tos. Of course, I got these for play for my daughter and I, but I still love them. Like I keep them in the boxes because they and when I go back to Disney World, we're going to run around Harry Potter land and use them again. So I want to keep them. You know, they're really, really fun. But this is mine. And it used to be really long. This is the back. This is like the back of one of them. Here it is. This is like this side. And then it still had another piece. This is how big it was. It still had another piece here. So this one was, and this is what I would do all of that with. And then one day I dropped it and it broke into three. And I was like, ah. And I said, fuck it, I'm not using my wand anymore. I'll use it for whatever I want. But if ever I do need to do something, I do pull it out. You know, I keep it right here on my desk. Y'all know that. So, and selenite is one of my favorite crystals. So this is a great wand to start with. If you want to start with something as far as cleansing and channeling energy, I will suggest a selenite wand. But if you want to make your own, which is also, I think, the best way to really put your love into it is by making it from scratch. Okay. And as long as it's from you, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Okay. So Lily says, I have a wooden spoon with a quartz crystal on top. Sometimes I use it as a wand. So the wood, it is a wand. That's one of the things we were talking about earlier is for our kitchen witches. Your wooden spoon is the wand. So that's where, and yours is even perfect because Lily, you have the clear quartz. So that helps speed up your spells. That helps cleanse the energy of your spells. So clear quartz is beautiful when it comes to manifesting. It gives you what is the word I'm looking for? It energizes the spell, it amplifies the spell, is what I'm trying to say. Amplifies it, it makes it go up through faster. It brings clarity. So anything that you're trying to put into the spell, let's say now you take that spoon and you burn in some sigils on there. You see what I'm saying? Then boom. My fixed candles are so powerful. I manifest so much prosperity for all the good folks. Well, that is nice. That is nice, spiritual assassin. But yeah. So that's about it though. I wanted to just clarify. I know, right? Ooh, they have the silicone wand molds at AliExpress, and I was thinking about buying me a mold. Okay, that's what's up. So I think that is a good idea. If you, I mean, boo boo, anything you want to do with it, you can take any crystals and put it into, hold on. These are a bit bigger. You want tiny crystals, boo boo. And I don't have any real tiny ones. I may. Let me see. Oh, here goes the train that's small. Okay. And what you'll do is just, I've seen people hot glue them, take the gold wire, wrap it around them. And when you're making your wand and you're doing the mold, too hot for you, you can just simply just push them in a little bit. Some people glue them in a little bit. I don't know about the glue. I've never done that before. Like I've never put so much into them. I've just like purchased wands and then this has been it. You know what I mean? How do we use it? I think I missed that part. So no, what you'll do This is about channeling your energy. Okay. So what you'll do is whenever you want something, let's say, and we never want something, we have it, we just need to get into alignment to have it. Okay. So we'll just point. That's all we'll do. Point at it and say what it is that is coming to you. That's my refrigerator. That's how I was when I was manifesting stuff that I wanted. You know what I mean? That's my refrigerator. That's my washer and dryer. That's my couch. Like pointing the wand. You feel me? I'm not trying to point at y'all, but that's what it's, pointing the wand. And you want to channel that energy, even with spell work, like how we use the incense to push in that energy. We'll use our wand to push in that energy into the spell work, channeling. And it depends on what your wand is made of. Okay. Oh, thank you, Angela. You always be giving what I need when I need it. I swear that the past few weeks I've been meaning to make a wand, but of the oh, so and the wood will come to you, or it honestly, the materials will just come to you. That's what I'm saying, that the wand should be something that is very sentimental. Like when I found my cellulite stick, I was in love. I was like, oh my lord, I found my wand. I was so excited about her. And for a couple years she worked beautifully, and then like when we moved and things were happening and I dropped her and she broke, but she's still very beautiful and I love her, And as you can see, this is what, with all the stuff we got from Disney World. I don't play with these because I don't know. Not to say you can't go to Harry Potter Land and buy a wand and use it. I just kind of, because I never watched Harry Potter. I know that sounds terrible, but I never watched it, guys. So, but I love the concept of the show. I thought it was so cute. So cute. But Harry Potter Land, Lord have mercy, I running around there like a damn child. I was like a child out there. So yes, you can put whatever it is you want on it. Like I was saying before, when you find your wood, it doesn't have to be, don't get it like this. This is something that I got from Botanica. It's a herb shop in Maryland. And he was just trimming the tree and he gave this to me. And they had planted this tree on the property and it was a very successful herb shop. So I took this like just as a token of blessing for my business and stuff like that. So that's why I took it. And I was going to use it as my wand, but I didn't like the shape of it and I didn't want to do too many breaks and all that type of stuff. So I just kept it this way. But when you go get yours, make sure it's straight and you want to again break it in one snap. Okay. And you don't have to take the bark off, is what I was saying earlier. Just glue or put your stones, or you don't even have to do that. If you want to leave it just the way it is and clean it, wipe it down and just use it that way and bless it, or carve in your sigils into the bark, that's it. You don't even have to add no embellishments. It's all about your energy. That's all that matters. I like them all. Clay, I like all of them. All of them. Okay. Yes, Melissa, we can use a wooden spoon as a wand. I was just telling Lily that. So Lily has a wooden spoon that has a clear quartz on it. And I was telling her that is a wonderful wand for your kitchen, especially when you're cooking. And you can put kitchen spoons for different uses. Like one can be to manifest love or to make sure that you and your partner is passionate whenever you're mixing his food or cooking his food. You can have one for the happiness and well-being of your family. You see what I'm saying? You can have one that is to bring in wealth and riches and abundance and in good health. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be one spoon for all things. And even your wands, you can have different wands for different things. So yeah. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Oh, Melissa. I mean, you know what? I like the real pretty ones. When I see them, I be like, oh, that's so pretty. All spells, any spell that you want to do from light magic to dark magic can be done with a wand. Okay? Light magic to dark magic can be done with a wand. And it's all about the wand is not to, it's about channeling your energy. You see what I'm saying? And it's like an extra tunnel for your energy to go through that pushes it even further. And it's like another accelerator, but it's like, like, how I keep bringing up the Lord of the Rings because I love Gandalf, and that was one of my favorite movies, and I loved how he would use his wand. You see what I'm saying? If he was trying to manipulate the earth, he would hit the wand on the ground and it will make the earth shatter. He will point it to certain people and it will send a bolt of energy. And that's exactly what the wand is naturally doing. If when you see the Lord of the Rings or any type of movie, medieval movie where they're using a wand, they're sending it out. And what the wand is doing is it's channeling your energy and sending it direct and propelling it in the direction that you want it to go. Okay? That's the whole point of the wand. To shoot that energy out. You see what I'm saying? Shoot your energy out. Exactly, like a lightning rod with your magical energy. Exactly, Angela Lynn. And that's exactly what it is, like a little lightning rod. But it's to bring things in and to repel things, it's to stop things. You can do anything you want. It's your wand. You see what I'm saying? So if you make a wand and this one is for me to manifest whatever, everything I want to manifest under the sun, money, love, health, peace, whatever, then you're speaking that in. And it don't have to be really extravagant. Y'all know I like the fancy stuff. So I love when I see the wands with the crystals. I saw this wand one time and it was like, I don't want to say it was made of clear quartz because I don't think so, but it was long and it was like glass. And then it had all these beautiful crystals on it. And I was like, damn. I've seen gold ones, like gold. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They be so beautiful, guys. So they have really pretty wands on sale. I don't know. You can try Amazon. I've never purchased one. Like y'all know I keep that. This was it for me. And when it broke, I cried and I still do. Y'all see me on here now. This is all it's been for me. And I have my toy that we got from Disney World. That's my baby. Okay. So yeah. And that's exactly it. I appreciate you saying it like that, Angela Lynn. Y'all know today has been a day. Today has been a day. And it's been a good day. It's been a good day. I actually woke up from a nap. And I had to let my baby get some food. Anyway, does anybody have any more questions about wands? And have y'all been using your charging bowls? I think somebody asked me the other day on the comments how How long should you leave your items in there? You can leave them in there for a few minutes. It don't have to be overnight or nothing like that. 30 minutes, 20 minutes. If you're in between readings, you see what I'm saying? If you're in here doing readings back to back, like when I used to do a psychic line, I used to be on a psychic line, guys. And I will literally keep my cards charging so that between calls, because sometimes it'll be real busy. In between calls, that 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Now I give myself 15 minutes between each reading just to give myself a woosah, a moment. Ooh, Desert Cauldron. Let me highlight it so they'll know where to go. Lily says Desert Cauldron on Etsy. They have beautiful wands made of cheer or elk bone with crystals and wood ones also. Oh my God, I gotta go look at them. I'm gonna go look at them, guys. Angela said, you might have said already, but when you make your own wand, should you charge or concentrate it in any type of way? Well, yes. So I wouldn't say, because what you're doing is really putting your energy in it as you're making it anyway. So you don't have to do anything crazy. I wouldn't say that. Okay. Where's my wooden one? Let's say you went and got yourself a stick. Of course, you want to pray over it. You want to bless it. You want to make sure that it's conduit. It's with your energy. But then when you're carving whatever it is you're carving into it, you see what I'm saying? You want to be setting that intention. If that's a certain sigil, let's say you're putting Venus, you know that at that point you're looking for beauty and love and happiness and joy, and you see what I'm saying? Passion and romance. And you want to be really embedding that, even with every crystal you put in. I'll call her back in a minute. Even with every crystal that you put in. Okay. The crystals also, same deal. If you know that crystal is for money, I am always attracting money and wealth. Money flows to me. That's what you need to be saying, those things. Like, that's the type of energy. It'll be the same thing you're doing when you're blessing and baptizing your items. Okay. So yeah. That'll be the most of it. And then once you have it done, then of course you want to bless it and speak your name into it, and let the universe know this is your wand and you're the conduit of the energy for this wand. You want to speak into it, speak out to the universe that this will be yours. You feel me? But it's not necessarily a certain ritual. It's the ritual is you picking the wood or you picking your wand and blessing it. Even if, say, you buy a wand that's pre-made, the ritual is opening up the box and being excited about it. Every time I open up this box, I get excited about this thing. And I don't even use it, but I play in the house with it with my daughter. I'll be like, girl, what's going on with this room? Let's say we're doing something, I can use it to point at certain things I want to show you guys. My lip gloss. You know what I mean? You want to, it's all of that. It's because those type of wands, man. And I can't wait to go on Etsy, and I'm not going to buy one because I don't know. I'm into making my own, but I do want to see what she got. Desert Cauldron, guys. Check her out. Lily says, how long do I leave it on the salt? A few minutes, baby. It don't have to be all day. Now, let's say there's an item that you used for a spell. Because sometimes we'll want to reuse an item. I have a skull that I used in a spell the other day. And what you'll do is, if you use something in spell work, you'll want to leave it overnight. No, don't drop my coffee grinder. My little apothecary is too much today, Lord Jesus. But yeah, so I used a skull in a spell the other day. The skull was for clearing out generational curses. Okay, that's what it's about. And I want to cleanse the energy that I had put into this skull because I want to use it for another ritual that I'm gonna do to cleanse out some more energy for a generational curse for another family. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll leave her in the salt overnight because I've used her in a different spell that will help cleanse her. Let's say you have a statue, like you know how we'll have our little, I love him, I really do. I know I don't really follow no religious stuff, but I love my African deities, guys. I really do. I just love them. Anyway, and one of my favorites is Obatala. I love Elegua too. I need to have a moment with Elegua and have a conversation about my road, about my path. But Obatala, you can put him, if you want to cleanse him, you can put him in the salt. Give him, this is him having a salt bath. You see what I'm saying? And let him sit and recharge, cleanse any energy, especially if you've been doing a lot of work with your deities, if you've been using your altars and your saints and all of that stuff a lot. You want to put them in a salt bath to cleanse them. Okay. And they can also do it overnight. But for your cards, your crystals, I will do about an hour for crystals because crystals take on a lot of energy. I'm gonna be honest with you. We put a lot of energy in our, especially if we're wearing them all the time, we'll put a lot of energy in our crystals. And then, you're welcome. I love repurposing too. I love repurpose. I don't like throwing shit away. I really don't. That's why I'm a damn hoarder. I be having too much stuff. So you're welcome, Lily. Thank you for asking. Yeah, you got to make yourself a charging station thingy. Yes, make one, baby. And it's very simple. Very, very simple. I just did the video. It's a 4-minute video. That's how simple it is. But when I say one of the most powerful things you can have in your arsenal of crystals. And then you want to also have a charging. So that's really like cleansing and charging. And then you can have a place that you can charge your oils and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you guys how to make one of those also. And that is a place that you can, because if you don't want to put your oils in the salt, you done put all that energy into the oil. You don't want to drain the energy from the salt. You see what I'm saying? So don't put your oils in that. Like this is not for oils, but I'm gonna show you guys how to make yourself a charging plate for your oils so that you can put energy into. Okay. And that's dope as well. Got an herb in there. Follow me. All right. So there we got. Yes, my baby. Thank you. Thank y'all. Yes. Like the video, guys. Please like, share, subscribe. I have to remember to say those things. I didn't realize I'm a YouTuber. I don't like the sound of that, but this is like really how I'm gonna reach my people. So I have to just accept the fact that this is what we're doing. And I'm okay. You know what I mean? I never thought that this will be where I would end up, but this is where it is. And I'm happy that I am here, guys, because I feel blessed to share my knowledge. And honestly, I've only been using wands for a couple years. It's been like a few years journey for me. This is not something I grew up knowing about. Like I didn't see my grandmother with a wand. You know, she was more of a kitchen witch though. So hers probably was the spoon, but her cook, and she had lots of wooden spoons, but I didn't see her putting anything on them. I didn't pay attention to her because she didn't really let us be in her stuff like that in the kitchen. Like we couldn't be up in her, if she was cooking, we had to be out. I could come in and chill with her a little bit. And it was like, okay, get the whole time my kitchen, now you're taking up too much space. You know how them small kitchens be in Brooklyn. Melissa asks, unregulated question. What do you think about binding a man you're married to? I haven't had to, and I'm worried about it'll backfire. I haven't had the best results with love magic in the past. Okay. So if he your husband, you can bind his ass to you. The problem is with binding is when you're wrapping him in. A lot of times, and this can happen, it backfires good and bad because of the way we're wrapping him. Okay. So if we're wrapping, like normally if I'm doing something, I'm binding somebody because I'm not really trying to bind people that ain't married together. So when I'm doing it, I'm taking my right hand and I'm binding counterclockwise away from me. And I literally will hold the item in front of me like this, and I will bind it counterclockwise away from me. So I don't feel like it's coming towards me. So it's going this way. This is the way I'm binding it. Okay. If you're trying to bring something to you, you want to bind it clockwise, but then turn it towards you. So you're bringing it in. You see what I'm saying? Going clockwise. So that's the main thing. You have to get that part down, because even if you slip up a little bit on that shit, you done fucked up the spell. Literally. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't just binding is real hard. And then what I would prefer you to do is not spell him towards you. That'll probably be easier, is doing a not spell. And even then you're going to still have to bind something, but the knot will kind of not spell him. I will keep it simple. Clockwise coming towards you. Okay. That's the main thing with binding. Don't do it like this. If you turn him, like if you do it the way I was showing you to take something away, then you're going to be sending him to the right. You want to send him towards you, and you want to be speaking that. And then like, no, you see what I'm saying? So yes, you can bind your husband to you, honey. That's your husband. The fuck? That's your man, child. Lily says, I'm going to help you with that when I live with you, when I'm live with you. Okay. I don't understand, Lily. But whatever you're going to help me with, I'm going to greatly appreciate it, because you know I do. But yeah, you can bind the girl. If he is your man, you can bind him. You can do love spells. You see what I'm saying? Now, granted, if the universe is really showing you really bad things about a person that you're not, and I'm not saying that's what's coming up, because I'm not really in your energy to see that, but if the universe is showing you really bad things about a person, then you need to follow what God is showing you. Okay? I'm gonna leave it there, because a lot of times we'll want to bind their ass and then they ain't shit, and we binding somebody that ain't. Thank you. Share, like, follow on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, boo-boo. Yes, guys. Share, like, follow on YouTube. Okay, my loves, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I think I've given y'all pretty much the rundown on wands, how to use them. Check out that website Lily was giving us, guys, Desert Cauldron. I love people that make wonderful products. I don't know them, but I'm pretty sure if they're making pretty wands like that, They gotta, you can channel your energy in them, child. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome, Melissa. And I'll see all of y'all tomorrow. Bye, babies.